In other sporting news, the Jamaican Olympic Association, the JOA, has embarked on a drive to unearth local diving talents. This is in keeping with their mandate to discover, nurture and enhance local talents. Last Saturday, the JOA made a stop in Port Royal where they presented gears to a hopeful crop of young divers. We get more from Melvin Pennant.
Swimming comes natural to children growing up in the Port Royal fishing village. The typical career choice is to go into fishing, but for these youngsters, they are looking at other options. They reached out to the Jamaica Olympic Association and the association responded.
We're so very happy that you have reached out. And I think we are in a very good position. The reality is, you know why water sports doesn't do very well in Jamaica? It seems as if we're afraid of water. Most Jamaicans can't swim. When they go to the beach, the water doesn't pass the waist. You have overcome that fear. This is your playground, the water. So we're already talking about persons who have the talent, the interest, and the drive. And I look forward to helping you to hone that skill and also to develop yourself, not only as athletes, but as individuals.
JOA President Christopher Samuda was on hand, and he was impressed with what he saw.
I'm pleased with the interest that the gentlemen have displayed. They are prepared to go the long haul in order to realize their objectives and dreams. So what we're going to be doing from now is to organize them in a structure, a club structure, and that we're going to bring in the expertise now to train them, to develop them in a proper way so that they can become competitive divers. It has been exceptional this morning. They have pledged that they are prepared to go with the Olympic Association and to ensure that they realize their dreams. This is something that we are really big on. Giving people an opportunity to realize their dream, giving an opportunity to self-actualize, giving them an opportunity to transition to the international stage where they can be proud of themselves and of course don the Jamaican colours with pride as well.
Mr. Samuda addressed the idea of international class training facilities for young athletes.
Well, clearly we're going to have to look for a training ground where there is a diving platform. This is something that we're going to have to arrange, and of course clearly we have to look to the National Stadium for that facility. But what we need in this country is to build that infrastructure. We need far more facilities where our sportsmen and sportswomen can train and train properly and train at facilities that have international standard. So we have to look for a training ground, a diving platform, so that they can now be properly trained. That is something that will have to preoccupy us for the next 6 or 7 months. But in the interim, what we are going to be doing is now bringing in the coaches so that they can learn to swim properly, they can learn the various forms of swimming, they can learn the technique of diving, and we can also give them a history of the sport for an appreciation that when they do become champions, they will understand what are the characteristics, what is the metal that constitutes that character, and then they will be able to, of course, impart to their own generation the successes that they have and so enthuse them to follow likewise.
Thaddeus Brown was one of the young swimmers deemed very interested in the program.
We look forward to a better chance to help a friend them and help others and become better swimmer for Jamaica.
Aliyah Atkinson and Yona Knight Wisdom are some of the Jamaicans that have represented the island at the highest level in water sports. In years to come, we may be adding some of these hopeful youngsters to that roster. Melvin Pennant, PBCJ News.